Hey, greetings everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. I wasn't going to do a video today, but my buddy Sam St. John, whose channel has been renamed recently to Americana Sam, because that's Sam's wheelhouse there, and he's does a great job of showcasing Americana artists. Sam's a great friend, collaborator, and just an all-round great dude. And he started a vinyl tag for 2025, the Americana tag. And he tagged me to jump on this. So I thought I got to do it right away. So I just been spending the last hour of my day, thanks Sam, like I don't have anything else to do, putting together this vinyl tag. And so let's get started. Now, what I'm supposed to do to start off is tag another YouTuber, vinyl community member, whatever you want to call us. So I am going with my good friend because I know he's got a ton of Americana stuff and he does a great job presenting anything. Is my buddy Norman Maslov. Mazzy, please jump on this tag. I was gonna do Elliot Cruz, but I know Elliot's going to do it anyway. So I figured I was going to. I think I mentioned on Sam's thing I'm going to tag Elliot, but Elliot, buddy, I know you're going to jump on this whether you're tagged or not. So I'm going to shame Mazzy into jumping on board. So let's get started. There's 15 questions, all regarding Americana music. So, favorite Americana album of 2024. I got to turn all this around. Okay, so I had chosen my favorite album of 2024 on the video I just did a couple of days ago as Bela Fleck's Rhapsody in Blue. Now, some of that is kind of a I don't know what you'd call Rhapsody in Blue, like it's not a Americana song or something. I'm not sure. So I just wasn't comfortable making that my favorite Americana album of 2024. So I'm going with Billy Strings' Highway Prayer. Yes, I'm getting this on vinyl from Santa for Christmas. So right now I only have the CD. Um, Double album from Billy Strings, fantastic. My Billy Strings hat. I'm a Billy Strings fanatic. I think the guy's amazing. I'm kind of. I was keep saying to myself, I haven't been this excited about an artist since I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. Like I just can't remember being this emotionally connected, musically connected to an artist. Just incredible. So anyway, Highway Prayers, great frickin' album, Billy Strings. That's not the last time you'll see Billy's name come up in this thing. Favorite song of 2024 off of this album. Favorite Americana song of 2024. I couldn't really think of one that really just, I kept playing, oh, that song's incredible. I got to play them all over because this whole album's good. But there's a song on this album, the second last song called The Beginning of the End. Really great song. Just about being with friends and then having to move on and the record's over where I gotta go. It's a killer track, and when I saw Billy in October, he sang that right at the end of the show, and it was really kind of emotional. It was really good because he's from Michigan. I saw him in Michigan. He was kind of saying goodbye to all his Michigan fans and friends, and it was very cool, very poignant moment, and great song. The Beginning of the End, Billy Strings. That's two. Song with a banjo. So I am pulling this Bela Fleck album, Rhapsody in Blue, which is a masterpiece, an absolute masterpiece. I'm telling you, the greatest album of the year, no doubt. But there's Bela takes, so he does Rhapsody in Blue straight, pretty the way it was written, pretty much with the Virginia Symphony Orchestra, and then he takes the song and he kind of he makes a blues version, a bluegrass version. So Rhapsody in Bluegrass, that's my song with a banjo in it. Fantastic. What an album. Unbelievable. Okay, next. Third, favorite song with a banjo. That was number 3. Number 4, fave acoustic guitar player. You know who I picked? Not an American for Americana, but does that matter? I don't know. Bert Jansch. Since I started to listen to this dude, he's incredible. This just amazing music. Sam, why aren't you listening to Bert Yanch? Fantastic stuff. This is called A Rare Conundrum. This man can play a guitar. Acoustic guitar playing is just absolutely incredible. Big influence on Neil Young. Next, number 5, Americana album You Need to Spin Again. Well, I'm only saying this because I just got this album the other day, and I've listened to it once on Spotify and only spun it once because I haven't had time to listen to it since I got it. But Woodland Studios by Dave Rollins and Gillian Welsh. I was told to pronounce that Gillian. I was saying Gillian. So, wow. Blown away by how good this album is, and it sounds incredible. These people really care about their fans and how their records sound. Incredible record. Sam, again, you got to listen to this, man. Okay. And thanks to Mazzy for pointing that out. I wouldn't have bought it if Mazzy hadn't encouraged me. Most listened to Americana artist of 2024. Gee, duh. Billy Strings. I'm Billy strung out. That's I gotta say. This is the live album. Incredible, man. If you like jam band stuff, oh, the playing on this is frickin' through the roof. Fantastic. Billy Strings. Okay. Number 7. Most listened to album of 2024. You detecting a theme? Billy Strings' Home album, which came out in 22, I think. My favorite album of his. Fantastic record. Kind of progressive bluegrass, I guess. I don't know what to call it. It's Billy's really just like, I mean, you think bluegrass music, you couldn't draw flies in a arena. The man's pulling in 15 to 20,000 people for a show. Incredible. Next. Damn, I didn't pull the album. Number 8. Show an underrated album. Oh, no, I guess I do have this. So I meant to go with Jorma Conan's Qua album because no one ever talks about it. It's such a great acoustic album. I went with Washington Street Square Serenade, Steve Earle. I love this album. My favorite Steve Earle album. I don't know why more people don't listen to this album and talk about it. It's a fantastic record. It was really inspired by when Steve moved to New York City, and just all about the grit of talking about immigrants and talking about drug problems and talking about just everyday city life. It's just a great, great record. Washington Square Serenade. Okay, next collaboration. I'm going with Jerry Garcia and David Grisman. They collaborated from the late 80s up until Jerry's death in 1995. Put out some great stuff. This is an incredible record. They are now putting out an album which is coming out on the 13th of December, I believe. It's called Bare Bones, and it's, I think it's called Bare Bones. I don't know. Just look up Jerry Garcia or David Grisman. And there's an album and 3 CD set coming out. All the songs. They've removed all the other instrumentation from the songs they did, and it's just Jerry and Dave playing mandolin and guitar. Fantastic. I can hardly wait for it to come out. Pre-ordered. Next. Underrated album from your favorite artist. Well, I'm going with Billy Strings' Me and Dad. This is an album he put out because Billy's dad taught him everything about music when he was a kid, and really turned him into this incredible musician. And this is an album he did with his dad, traditional bluegrass stuff. Now, the only reason I'm saying this is underrated, it's a great album, is because it seems to sell cheaper than all his other records. Like, you can buy the vinyl for like $25, and the other records sell for $35 or whatever. So that's the only reason I called it underrated, because I don't think it would be a favorite album with his fans. But it's a favorite album of mine. Okay, number 11. Americana album cover with a suit. I've never put a suit on an album cover, but there are pictures of artists with suits on it. How can you not go with Flat and Scruggs? Look at those suits. Look at that album cover. Isn't that cool? The Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Flat and Scruggs. Look at those red suits. Aren't they awesome? I love this dude here. Doesn't he look good? Okay. Next, an Americana album with a beard. I've never seen a cover grow a beard either, but I'll go with John Hartford, one of my favorite albums, one of the most influential albums that I've ever owned. John Hartford, Steam Powered Aerial Plane. That's a beard. Next, two album covers. This is number 13 with the same label. I'm going with Bela Fleck, Natural Bridge. Hard to find Bela albums in the wild, I'll tell you that. Rounder Records, number 0146. One of my favorite bluegrass albums of all time, banjo albums. Bill Keith, a legend on Rounder Records. Number 0084. Fantastic. Next, an Americana Grail. Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. What Flight of the Cosmic Hippo. I might be stretching it that this is Americana, but I'm calling it Americana. Try and find that in the wild. $200 record. I think my daughter just found one for $100 from somebody, but they're far really hard to find. Amazing album though. Okay, number 15. An Americana album that you're hoping for in 2025. So yesterday or the day before, I found out that Alison Krauss and Union Station are back together. If you're not familiar with that band, you might be familiar with Alison collaboration with Robert Plant. But Alison is a great talent in her own right, and she had one of the greatest bluegrass bands on the planet, Union Station. I've seen them live a couple times. They're touring in 2025. I bought tickets yesterday on a pre-sale to see them in Massey Hall in August. If you are interested, go see this band. They're incredible. Jerry Douglas, oh man, amazing stuff. Anyway, I'm hearing rumors they're in the studio putting a new album out to tour for the tour, so I'm into that. And if any bluegrassers are here, Dan Kaminsky is not in the band right now. He has his own thing going on. And they have substituted Dan with Russell Moore, one of the great bluegrass guitar players, mandolin, vocalists from a band called Third Time Out. So that's awesome. Anyway, so I'm hoping for an Alison Krauss album in 2025. That's my vinyl tag. Thanks for doing this, Sam. I hope I did you proud. And Mazzy, please jump on board. Everyone take care. Talk later.